What's going on, Cancer? And welcome to the Chariot Friends. Justin here, and I hope you're feeling amazing today. So, for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just one of a kind, Cancer, and it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Higher Self has brought you here. We are in for an amazing journey. Now, the purpose of this channel, for those of you who have Cancer in your placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, wherever, Cancer, this one's for you. And I do tarot card spreads based off our ruler here, the good old Moon. And I'll talk about what sign she's in, what phase she's in, when she's going void, of course, just all of those lunar shenanigans. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one, so take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me. Never force a reading on a situation, and everything will be dope, Cancer. Now, let's jump into it. Your space has been cleansed. Gems. Feeling lovely. Just good energy all around here, Cancer. Now, Cancer, I know you're probably just really should be familiar with this Aries energy at this point. Because Moon is still in Aries, so we're still, hopefully we've gotten a lot done, because Aries, as they're the initiators of the zodiac. And, I feel like when the moon is in Aries, it's feeling more assertive, feeling more kind of like go-getter. So I feel like Cancer, just go out there and get it. Whatever it is. Look at you, King of Cups. And keep in mind, too, Cancer, since he popped up, this isn't a gender-specific reading. We're just working with the energies here. And also, the moon is still in a waxing crescent phase. And with the waxing crescent, this is about developing a clearer foundation and defining our game plan here. Nice. And lastly, I was like, what else are we doing? Lastly, the decks that I'm using. This one is the Dreamy Moons Tarot deck, Chariot Friends exclusive. And then the Oracle deck that I'll be using is the Anatomy of a Witch deck. And I'll include links for these decks and other decks that I like using down in the description box below. So definitely check that out if you're interested, Cancer. But let's go ahead and start getting into your reading here, because we got, starting off here, is the general energies, the Page of Stars, and King of Cups couldn't help himself from popping out. It's Pisces energy. Maybe Pisces is feeling a little neglected since Aries is getting the spotlight. But with this Page of Stars, Cancer, I feel like that this is really about, like, if any of us have any sort of like ideas that we want to present, as far as like, let's say if we're at like our job, for example, and let's say you've noticed something isn't working as efficiently as it could, and then you have like a really good idea for, maybe how to move things along, I say take that, rise up, Cancer. I feel like, take that initiative to present your stuff. Or maybe if this is like, let's say you have maybe like a recipe. Let's say if you're a chef, maybe you want to implement something new into the kitchen, or, something along those lines, Cancer. I feel like that this is a good time to really kind of take your ideas and just start bringing them, start bringing them to fruition here. Because when I think about talking about Pisces energy, Pisces is another sign of duality, and they're that balance between the material and the spiritual world. And so I feel like that's, the energy really is asking you to, come into your King of Cups there energy there, Cancer, and take whatever good, dreams and stuff that you're cooking up here, present them, breathe them some life. If this is something where maybe you have, this could maybe you just have like an invention or something that you want to get patented or something along those lines too, Cancer. I feel like this energy here I feel like this is very kind of like good, kind of like inspirational energy, because maybe this is something too. If we don't have anything that we're cooking up right now, you know how I feel about that, Cancer. Let's get something. Let's turn up that heat and get manifest in there. Let's think of some stuff. It doesn't even have to be something that you're going to present, Cancer. But maybe if we haven't like drawn for a while, or maybe you want to write something, or maybe you want to, maybe you want to, do something with like forest. Maybe go and like, clear up the, Cancer. It's your idea. It's your idea, and bring it down to the world here. You know, let's get into see how we can work with these energies and maybe get a little bit more on this, Cancer, because that is interesting. You know, I feel like that this is kind of asking us to, even in because the King of Cups, he's seated on an ocean. Usually in decks, he's a badass. He just sits. He just put a chair up in the middle of the Atlantic. It's just like, yeah, I'm taking up spot here, but. You know, I feel like that all that to say, there is a point in the vastness of the ocean and all the craziness. I think of the ocean as life, you know, with all the things that are going on, all the different sea critters, the boats, I don't know if he's by the Bermuda Triangle, you know, with all the madness and things, you know, and the beauty that's going on with life. I feel like this energy is, you know, just asking us, you know, make a little time to take a little pockets of time for yourself there and just create something, even if this is just for you, Cancer, you know. There's nothing. I'm all for that too. I'll tell you what, that was like my jam there for a minute. I would when I would write songs. Usually I wrote stuff for me. You know, it's almost like an audio journal. So maybe that's something to do, Cancer. Oh, okay. Thank you, higher self. Because I was like, I think I'm running out of words here. I'm running out of ideas, Cancer. And look at you. You're just full of them. Because there's that sun again. And I think that would make you fun, Cancer. You're already fun, Cancer. But I think that would bring more fun into your world, Cancer. Because I already brought, again, 2 days of sunshine, Cancer. You spoil me. I'm talking about how I spoil you. Look at you. But I think that spoil yourself. Treat yourself to something that I feel like is going to uplift you. You know, I think that because sun is day. I mean, look at all these sunflowers. When we talked about sunflowers yesterday, just like maybe go plant something, Cancer. Like literally, oh, you know, I was just passing something by that. Here's an idea for you, Cancer. I was just passing by something. Maybe I'll look into that. Passing by something not too long ago. Those like community gardens or something like that. I'm not sure how those work. I'll have to figure out if it's like a neighborhood thing, or you know what, Cancer, if they, you know what, let's say if you go and they're like, this is just for our block here only. Well, it's like, well, you know what, I didn't want to be part of yours anyway. I'm going to start up my own because I have all this sunshine to give and I have all the ideas to do it. And you know what, Cancer, you have all the water for it too, so you consider you're seated on an ocean there. But all right, Cancer, but see how much fun we're having. At least I'm having fun. I don't know about you, Cancer. You're probably like, come on, Justin, let's keep it moving. And you're right, Cancer, let's keep it moving. Thanks, higher self. Thanks, Cancer. Oh, I'm actually glad that this came up, Cancer. I thought about this when it came up for our reading, but either yesterday where we got that little pocket. 7 of Wands. You know, when it comes to these ideas, you know, that you may be having, I get where, or hold on, let me rephrase that. Yeah, with these ideas that you may be having, be kind to yourself, because I feel like that even more so than others people's criticisms, I feel like sometimes we can be our worst critics. You know, we can be overly like, if it's not perfect, you know, then we won't even move forward with even with the idea of doing it. And I feel like, Cancer, when you have an idea, protect that thing, even from yourself, you know, even if we're like, well, it's not gonna be the greatest thing, or, you know, it might not be blah, 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 that's fine. It doesn't have to be something where you're creating something for like an audience. You know, this again could be something that you could be manifesting something for yourself. Maybe you like making little bracelets or something, and who knows, Cancer, with the Page of Stars, these ideas that you could be having, you know, the stars have to deal with money matters. You know, these are coins or pentacles in traditional decks. And who knows, Cancer, your little trinkets, or, you know, maybe if you make, let's say, I don't know, maybe you're making flower bracelets. Maybe that's why you're out in the forest there, Cancer. Maybe we're doing sunflower bracelets, Cancer. How brilliant! And and I say these ideas are something that could possibly even get you where you're making a little side money. You know, getting little additional resources. So anytime the Page of Stars pops up, you know, for like ideas and stuff, don't knock those ideas, Cancer. You may be surprised where they could take you, okay? So, you know? So, all right, let's get into some challenges. Oh, okay. Just one? Okay. So one challenge, Cancer. We got the Three of Wands and we got the Hermit here. And I feel like these energies are more so kind of together here with some challenges. And I feel like what's going down here is that we may be overthinking it a little bit, you know, when it comes to these things, you know, like these ideas. Even some of you, if you may be thinking like, well, what should I create? Don't think that hard, Cancer. What do you want to create? And then whatever pops in your head, if you're like, I don't know, I just want to color. Go color then. Absolutely. I support that 100%. It's whatever you want to do. You know, the pages are, and I know these are, Cancer. I feel like that it's something where I feel like that we may be diminishing the value of creating stuff, you know, because I feel like that there could definitely be you know, could there be some money on side of this? Of course. You know, you can go on Etsy, you can do money on like build anything you want. But I feel like that where we may be missing the value of what it could do for ourselves as well, you know, even just making stuff and just like taking our ideas and bringing them to fruition, you know, the expansion that can come from that, Cancer, you know. But I do feel like for some others, I do feel like that if you've had something that you've been sitting on for a while, you know, I feel like that it may be time to bring that to light, Cancer. I feel like that there are going to be some opportunities, I feel like, for you know, for some of us, if we've been sitting on something, if we're entertaining the idea of taking something to present to people, or to, you know, and this could, you know, not even be like an idea for like a patent or something like that, you know. This could be even like getting a presentation for like a concert, maybe, you know, maybe like getting together with a band, or, you know, whatever that is, Cancer. But just something to keep in mind, you know. Where I'm all for a good hermit, there are times when we can hermit too long, you know. I actually just looked through some of my voice memos. It's funny talking about that I had like hundreds of just like little random, just little 10-30 second, the times would vary, but it's just like musical ideas where I'm like, okay, I don't know what I'm going to do with them right now, but I'm going to do something with them at some point. I just actually refreshed some of that not too long ago. But even if it's something like that, Cancer, you know, I just play around with the idea of just like doing stuff, you know, bringing your ideas to life, you know. I think that would really be just bring you some joy to your life, Cancer. But let's see what are some other challenges we might face when working with this energy. Interesting. You got the Ten of Wands here, Cancer, and I feel like that this Ten of Wands is the burden of really of just holding this thing back, Cancer. And you know what? I feel like that maybe for some of us, if we had an idea or have an idea that we may want to go, maybe we're worried about the work that may come with it. You know, maybe we're thinking that, oh gosh, I don't want to do this and blah blah blah. I'll have to do, you know, find funding, and then maybe find this, and then maybe find that. And Cancer, you know, you haven't even gotten there yet. Like, you don't try to paint all the stuff before we've even presented the idea, because then that is how you talk yourself out of stuff. And you know, I feel like, Cancer, if this is something that you really like doing too, you know, keep it light, you know, especially if this is like a side thing, you know. Don't let this thing stress you out. Just like how, you know what, another example, I've been wanting to do some, you know, some self-growth stuff here, but the way I was doing my scheduling was kind of weird. So, but, you know, I still love what I'm doing. So what do? You adjust. I changed the schedule up, and now it's not now we're not stressed. And that's what I feel like, Cancer, you know, if this is an idea, don't let this stress you out, you know, about like what are the next steps going to be. Enjoy the process. You'll figure it out as the situations come up for you. But for the rest of us, for some others, you know, I do feel like that don't let these ideas just like accumulate up and not do anything with them. Do something fun with them. I feel like that, and again, you know, it could be where because I don't even mean like doing like something like where you're trying to get like famous or get recognition. Maybe do like a family night, or like a family creative night, or like a or even like a friends night where it's like, like, okay, hey, I presented this stuff here, like whatever we created, have fun with it, Cancer. But let's start bringing some stuff down here, because who knows, even when I'm thinking about like the family stuff, maybe this is where like, two people, you get to talking about an idea, and then you get to talk with someone else, and then you get to cooking stuff, collaborations happening. Look at you, Cancer. So let's get to your last cards here, which is going to be just some advice, and then we'll get to get some oracle cards here. Boy. And too, Cancer, this is one where I feel like finding that where I am for, how I feel about, I'm all about making resources, making it rain, but when we're going to create stuff, when we're going to create stuff, remember that I feel like that even if she plans on getting, material stuff, making a little side money with it, she hasn't forgotten the purity of the idea, in the purity of the manifesting, that whole, the idea of taking your thoughts and the significance of bringing, taking something from your head and manifesting it into the world here. So take some time and appreciate that too, Cancer. But last couple cards here, we got some followers here. The Seven of Wands been following you around. Death card's been kind of peeping back up here. But Cancer, check this out. I feel like that there's an opportunities that can be presented to you, Cancer. And I really feel like for some that could change you, possibly change your life. Maybe for some, depending on, you might have that next, $1 million idea. But, for some others, I just feel like that even just when the universe when the universe is presenting you with stars, make wishes come true, whatever it is that you desire, bring that to life, when you get that inspiration. Write it down, even if you're not sure what to do in that moment, just like even writing them down, just something, Cancer. And I feel like that there will be something will break free from this energy here, Cancer. And I think there's some dope growth that can happen anytime the Death card pops up. And I feel like Death card, there's some sick things that's about to happen, Cancer. So just something to keep in mind. But let's get into your oracle cards so I can get you out of here and get you manifesting some stuff. Cause oh yeah, Cancer. There's some Ace of Stars. There's some big stuff coming on the horizon here. And this is too, Cancer. You remember, we still got a little bit of Aries energy too. Aries energy, Sun in Aries. And this is, be bold, be assertive, Cancer. More? Okay. All right, Cancer, let's switch back over here. Then let's see what little nuggets, little nuggets we got here. Nice. Okay, so for your first card, so where are we at? You got the Solstice here. And then for your other card, nice, you got the Witch Braid. And in Cancer, I feel like with the solstice, the solstice that's our time. That's during like Cancer's time, and then the other solstice, the winter solstice would be Capricorn's time. I want to say that's how that. Yeah. Staying with me, Cancer. But saying that, I feel like even just saying that it's our time, I feel like it's coming up. This is going to be our time, Cancer. I feel like that when we're in the, Right now we're getting out of the winter months. We're constructing stuff. We're thinking we're getting stuff built up right now. We're getting ready to come into the springtime here. We've been cooking up some things, and then once it gets around to our time here, that's when things are really going to start blossoming and really start taking out. So I really feel like Cancer, with this solstice and this witch braid here, I feel like that this is really treating these ideas kind of seriously. We're in an age right now, at least where the energies are lining up, or where the energies are going, is that the more ideas you have, the better, and the more that you're creating and manifesting, the better. The universe is going to reward that tenfold. Especially right now. Jupiter is in Aries, and like the moon's in Aries, and really it's going to reward those for those of you who take action, and getting stuff off the ground here, however big or small. The rewards are going to be that. Look, Ace of, you don't believe me? Here it is. Ace of Stars it can come there, but it's just creating stuff, manifesting stuff. We get back what we put in. So Cancer, manifest like crazy. and really breathe some of that, like weave some of that into your life here. That those little pockets for creative time and for those ideas and stuff, because great things can happen, Cancer. It all the computer, this internet stuff, it all started with an idea. So just something to keep in mind. You really could. You can start take a forest and grow a city, or vice versa. Take a city, maybe take a city. You want to grow a forest. All right, now what are you doing, solstice? Now the analogies are getting weird, Cancer, but hopefully you follow me. Hold on. All right, Cancer. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave that there because that was a weird ending. But hopefully you liked it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. And share this, Cancer. Because you know how I feel about all of us cooking up some stuff here. Maybe I'll have to think of some ideas, Cancer. Let's just take this idea, get some ideas, and just get something in the works, Cancer. And then if you haven't already, subscribe and then hit that bell button. You get notified when I release videos each day. And then, you know what? Maybe I'll find a way. My idea would have something to do with social media. I'll figure. Stay tuned, Cancer. I'll get something in the works for that. And then lastly, check your sun, check your moon, check your rising, check your Mars while I'm talking about taking action. And then go check out my other channel, Alchemist 8. I do weekly videos there with different monthly themes. It's a good old time. And all that housekeeping down in the description box below. But let me get your surprise cards here so I can get you out of here. Cancer, Wheel of Fortune. Wait a minute. You think I'm geeked up now? Oh, and you think I'm geeked up now? And you got the dream here. Cancer. This just wrote itself. If I had to sum up this whole reading, that's these two cards right here. Take whatever it is that you're dreaming up there, Cancer, and bring it to life, because there's going to be fortune coming with it. Because that's how the Wheel of Fortune works. We create this destiny here. We know whatever we pour into. And this is really astounding. You got the Ace of Stars, the Sun, the Wheel of Fortune. Come on, and you're kidding. Look at what you're transforming into. Of someone with fortune, happiness, destiny, purpose, like all the things that you can need, the recipe for a lovely life, Cancer. Look at you, just King of Cups, sitting on your throne, on your ocean, because you've put in the work. You brought your thoughts and you made them happen. You manifested. So yeah, take a minute, and every time you do it, kick back on your throne and just like, yes, another one. Like I like, yes, the creativity is happening. Like this is goodness is happening here, Cancer. I love it. Yeah, I'm leaving that there. So, and look at that, keep me at a reasonable time. So stay safe out there. And Cancer, you know what? keep eyes on the moon, and you know what? Maybe create your own moon. Moon in a pocket. I don't know. I didn't say they were going to be perfect ideas. We're still working. We're working with the energies here, Cancer. Everyone's destiny is different. Okay. So you keep eyes on the moon, and I will catch you on the next one tomorrow.